Hey guys, it's me, Evelyn, here on the WATTPAD Susan, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make a GIF in Adobe CS6 revised and in more detail. So when I say revised and in more detail, I'm going to go through everything that I do to make a GIF. Instead of just having the GIF already popped up in Photoshop and show you guys how and just, save and button. I'm going to show you guys what I do in detail and how I get from point A to point B, or to Z if you want to go whatever way, and everything, including a small coloring bit, because I'm using a TV show with it's dark in the sense, so we're going to brighten it up just as much. This is just a preview image that I did for the previous tutorial that I deleted because I did not like the way it ended. So let's go take two and let's get started. So we're going to go ahead and open up Photoshop, and when you open up Photoshop, it's usually going to be blank like this, or you can have it on your, whatever, have the essentials or whatever. This is the way I like mine set up. First of all, you want to go ahead and open your timeline because we're going to be making a video. Or if you don't want to open your timeline, you can do it after. But to open up your timeline, you're going to go to Window and click Timeline. And it's going to appear down here. Then we're going to go to File, Import, Video Frames to Layers, and we're going to go ahead and select a video. I'm going to use the season finale of the 100, Season 2. And we're going to go ahead and load it into Photoshop. Now, if you're new and you're just opening the video for the first time in Photoshop, it's going to take a little second. It's going to have a little initializing video to layers mode or whatever. And then you're going to get this one. You're going to go select range only, and I'm going to click limit to the average frame. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my play. Usually I use my little bracket here to move my GIF, or you could just hover your mouse over it. Well, it did for a second time. You're going to use a little play indicator here to actually scrub through your video, and it might take some time to read whatever you want. So you can take your time to scrub through it slowly but surely. And I'm going to go ahead and use I'm just going to be careful. I usually use my bracket to actually scrub through this because it seems to go more faster in a sense. So I'm going to go ahead and then what I'm going to do maybe right about here. I'm moving my other bracket over and I just select another bit of section. I want Murphy, to be honest, a little bit of Murphy because he's my favorite in the show besides Bellamy. We're going to do right about here, and we're going to have like this little scene here. It's just mostly Murphy and Clark, and we're going to click OK. And it says this will produce a large file and possibly take a long time. Frames will be limited to 500. It's just saying that if you select a large chunk of your video, you're only going to get 500 frames out of it, so you have to nitpick wisely. You have to make sure you get a certain part of that video to appear. So that's why this is the whole process of it. You click continue and say, okay, I'm fine with that. It's all good. And it's going to go ahead and go progress, making layers. And you're just going to let it do its job. It usually won't take long, but it might if you made a bigger selection, because it's going to, try to process all of it. And it's going to, delete that back half of it, because it's going to be too much. So, once it's done, I'm going to go ahead and get my frames. I'm going to start here, and it's going to be just, them walking away. And then we're going to get the whole Murphy talking to Clark. But these aren't HD, these are like borderline. So I'm just going to go ahead and just select the area you want. I'm going to do right about here where we have Murphy. So I'm going to do from frame 97. So what I'm going to do is select my frame layers so I can have 96. Once you click the frame you want here, you're going to go into your layers. And you're going to scroll up until you see the eyeball checked, and you're going to select that. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold shift I select down. See, I'm deleting from frame 96 to frame 1 because I want to start from 97. So I'm going to hold shift and click the layer 1. I'm going to go back to my trash can. As you can see, the frames will delete here. I'm fine with that. I'm going to go ahead and make it so that it goes right about to here. Yeah, to right about here. So frame 154. So I'm scroll up to 155 and delete upwards. So 155 is selected. I'm going to scroll all the way up to the end. Holding shift and selecting it, and then drag it to the trash can. And that's going to delete. Now we're going to go ahead to our animations bar. You're going to click the drop down menu here. You're going to click delete animation. Don't worry, it won't delete your frames in your layer file. It will just delete the timeline and clear it for you. Because if you have a lot of frames like I do, you don't want to go like in the layer selecting all and deleting them. You can easily clear it like this. Back to the menu and make frames from layers. And here I'm going to go ahead and scroll through, and I have about 58 frames. Now that's a lot. So if I press play, I'm just going to go with delay on this one. It seems to work okay. So we have that bit, and I'm probably going to just go to image and duplicate this one. And I'm just going to undo this one because I'm going to make 2 GIF sets here. I'm going to go ahead and save that. Delete layers. So that we have our back half layer still here, I believe. Yeah. So we're going to stop here, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to turn around. We stopped it at what's this red number? 154. So we're going to go from 155, which is up here. And so we're going to delete 154 down now. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this. I can see what I'm doing. And we have like this here. So she's going to go ahead. And then we're probably going to stop probably at 22, which is not small compared to the other one. So we might actually let it linger to maybe 57, 58. About 57. It's just going to be a little small gift set. I'm just showing you guys how I make my gifts. I hope you guys don't mind this video being a bit sparse and everything. So you're gonna hold shift. You get that one part. And I think I skipped it. Did I skip it? I probably did. So I'm gonna go. Okay. I'm gonna do it from that up. Holding shift. Okay. I'm just going to delete animation and then make them some layers. Now we have our 57 frames, 58 frames. You can always just delete 1 frame from the bottom to make it even. Now we can go ahead and resize it. So we're going to go to image size, and you're going to resize it like this way. And here's your crop tool, and you're going to resize it like this. I'm going to use my crop tool and click that, a check mark, and it's going to crop it for me. And I just have a little bit of transparent background on it. It's fine. You can always fix that. I'm going to go to my second GIF and do the same. And I'm going to get 350 by 197. Now to hide the transparent pixels, I'm not sure if everybody's is like this, but I know my Photoshop does this, and as well as my sister's on her computer. I did this. It's probably just new thing with CS6. You're just going to make a new layer. Make sure your foreground color is black, which is all zeros, and you're going to fill it in like so. And you're just going to drag it to the bottom. Like so. I'm just going to hide that. You're going to repeat the process on your other GIF. like so. So now that our GIFs are semi-made, our frame timeline is a bit long. A lot of people don't mind their frames being restricted. You can see the lips move, you know, stuff like that. But for me, sometimes it's a bit big, especially if you're just going to if you're going to save it, it might be a bit big in the animation when you go to save your GIF. Or you can actually cut down your frames by half or by, I don't know, 75 or whatever. Cutting it by half means delete every other frame. Cutting it by not half is like I delete every 2 frames. So I usually do this in my animation, or not animation, but in my layers. I'll click one frame, skip 2, hold control, click the next one. Skip 2, hold control, click the next one. And this is how I delete certain frames, yet having it play back seamlessly is also key. I'm just going to go ahead and hold control, and you can just scroll down while control's pressed, it won't do anything. I'm selecting every 2 frames, like so. And then get to the bottom, and you see there's 2 frames there. And you're just going to delete. You're going to delete animation again, because you have to redo it again. Make frames from layers, and now we have 39 layers, which is pretty good. As you see, my black is 1 frame. We're going to delete that, and we're just going to make it appear at the bottom. That every frame, as you see, not every frame it appears to. You can easily just delete it, make a new one, fill it in, and drag it to the bottom. And we're going to go ahead and repeat the process on this one here. We're going to go ahead and delete that one. And then go ahead and scroll up. And we're going to go ahead and delete every 2 frames. Like so. Scroll down. Oops. And if you accidentally select one, like this here, you can just keep your finger on control and just unselect it and it'll go away. Instead of having to redo it all over again. Because I've done it before, and I'm like, oh man. And then I realized, oh, just hold control again and you can easily just fix it. And so we're done. We're going to click the trash can. Delete animation. Make frames from layers. And then we have 38 frames again. So I'm just going to make a new one. Fill it in with black and drag it to the bottom. Now we have that done. We're going to go ahead and set our set time frame. Our set time delay. So you're going to go ahead and go to timeline. And you're going to select the first frame. Scroll all the way to the back. Holding shift. Selecting your last frame. Going down to the drop down menu of any frame. Doesn't matter. Click other. And use it to 0.15. It really depends on how long your GIF is. That's how long you want to set the set time delay. Some people set it from 0.13 to 0.3. It depends on if you delete a lot of things in between. If your animation's long, it won't matter, and you can actually set it to a small percentage and it'll play. Really, I did 0.15, and it actually plays pretty seamlessly. And then, of course, this one here is the first one. So we don't want to get confused and drag them behind each other. We'll set the same time delay here as well. Go to other, 0.15. And press play to see how it goes. Okay, now that we have that, you want to make sure that your GIF plays forever. Sometimes your down here it will say once, and if you play it, it's going to stop at the end and not play no more, as you can see here. What you want to do is just you don't have to select any frames. You can just go once and click forever, and then your game will seamlessly play forever. So once you have that done, we want to go ahead and add a coloring to our GIFs just to brighten up the image and whatever. You can add your own coloring, you know, like from a PSD, like file. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. I have a lot of PSD saved. I downloaded from DeviantArt and from Tumblr. So I'm going to go ahead and see my coloring PSDs here. And I'm browsing in Bridge, by the way. A lot of people have asked me what program to use to see the PSDs. I actually use Bridge. It comes with Photoshop CS6. It comes with all the other Photoshops as well. So if you have if you're using Portable, you will not have Bridge. But I'm not using Portable, so I have Bridge. And usually people will just drag in a coloring of their choosing. to turn on the image. I have to go ahead and drag this one into my Photoshop. And it is from Game of Thrones. There's two different colors that come with it, a blue one and a yellow one, so we can see which color looks good on our gifts. The image size here is 250 by 141. Usually a lot of people make their gifts like that as well. You see how it looks, and you want to make sure that when you drag your colorings over or whatever, make sure the first frame in your set time and in your timeline is selected. Now this coloring won't work on mine, so we can try the darker one and see how it looks. Like I said, you drag it over as well. You should have it over, drag it on top, and it won't work as well. So times like this, I like to do my own coloring. And so of course when I do my coloring, I make sure that my first frame in my timeline is selected and my last frame in my layers is selected. And I just go down to this little circle in the corner, it's my adjustments, and I'm going to go ahead and click brightness and contrast first, and we're going to brighten our image a bit. We want to do not over, so I'm going to do maybe 60. And contrast is the darkness and light. So I'm going to do contrast negative 15. Then I'm going to drag in a curves layer. I want to get a little bit more brightness, so I'm going to drag that up a bit. Maybe darken it just a smidge and pop down that little thing here. You can also do this here as well to change the change it as well. So far that looks okay. I'm going to go ahead and go in and add an exposure as well, and just brighten that up a bit. Now we can go ahead and add some coloring. So I'm going to go to selective color. I'm going to bump up the blacks first of all, just to darken the overall blacks in the image. Go to reds, and we're going to move the reds a bit. Red has some. It has to do with the skin tones. It will, brighten it a bit, so we don't want too much red. Yellow as well. We're going to brighten up the yellow for the hair. And also this is the black too. If you pull the blacks to negative, it lightens it. If you pull it to 100, it will darken it. So you want to maybe lighten it up a bit and do like that. And the yellows, we do the same thing for the yellows. I'm going to add some more. I'm going to take away some of the yellow in there just to get more of a different color. I'm going to take that away because no magenta. We're going to do neutrals, and we're going to lessen the neutrals a bit. This will get more of a coloring, or more neutrals colors the overall image. I'm going to go ahead and go to color balance. I'm just going to add some more color in there. So there's some more yellows, just on midtones, and you can mess with the shadows and highlights. It's really cute. I'm going to add some yellow in there. A little bit more red. And then I'm going to go ahead and do vibrance. And vibrance just pops in the overall color. You're going to put saturation up first and then the vibrance up as well. And then one more thing, I'm going to go gradient map. I'm just going to go ahead and flip that black to white. Right here. I'm going to set that to luminosity. Just to get a little bit more. And I'm just going to lighten it to fill the fill to about 15%. Then I'm just going to do one more, which is a gradient. I'm going to do black to white and select soft white. I'm just going to give this little look, and we're just going to change the opacity to about 27. Then I'm going to apply a GIF and see how it looks. And it actually came out pretty well, to be honest. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this coloring. So you want to group it. So you click one layer here. Hold shift, click the last one, you have that there. You're going to go to layer, and then you're going to group layers. And the same you're going to group, you can go ahead and use your move tool, be on the keyboard, click and drag it over and put it to your other one. Now you see it went to the bottom of my frames because this last one was selected. And I always make sure that this one's selected. That's fine. Since it's grouped, you can easily just click and drag it all the way up and have it above them all. And as you see, this is how it looks like here. Since you have it done, you want to go ahead and save your GIFs. So you're going to go to File, and you're going to go ahead and go to Save for Web and Devices, as usually it will say. Okay, so once that is done, I'm sorry, I did have to pause because my brother came in, and no one can hear me record. That's awkward. So once you have this all loaded, you're gonna get your presets here. Usually, when you edit, or when it shows up, it's gonna be GIF 128 dithered. It's gonna look like this. I really hate the way this looks, but my GIF size is pretty big because I have a lot of frames. So what I like to do is I like to just set my colors up to 256 if I can, and it's at 133. Then I like to set my diffusion to either pattern or noise, and hopefully it'll bump it down. Usually it bumps it up, to be honest. As you can see, it did. But I'm gonna go ahead and let it play, and we'll see how Tumblr works with it. But if you don't like to do that, you can always go to 1K428 dither, and it's at a small state. You can go and switch your diffusion to pattern. I usually leave my things selective. Yeah, it bumped it up to 122.3 m. Usually, Tumblr doesn't allow you to go over 1.5, I believe. I'm not 100% sure on this, the limits of that. But this looks good, so I'm going to click save. This is my test run in tutorial right here, so I'm going to go Clark and Murphy. MURPHY 1. I believe that's 1. I might be on the second one. I'm not sure. So I'm going to click save. And then we're going to go to our second one and repeat the process. File, save for web. And once you change your presets, they will be automatically saved here. And the frame size is still the same, so I'm going to press play to see how it looks. And it looks good, so I'm going to click save again. And click that one, but I'm going to change the file name to 2. And click save. And once it's done, we're going to go ahead and go to internet browser, and we're going to go to Tumblr. And this is my 100 Tumblr. If you guys are fans of the 100, you can follow me there if you guys, dabble in that. Especially, my Tumblr is groundergirl.tumblr.com for this one. I actually have 3 Tumblrs to let you guys know. I know, I'm Tumblr addicted, but, I don't like to mix multi-fandom my Tumblrs. It gets really confusing for me, and a lot of people that I follow and that follow me don't really follow those things as well. So yeah. Then go ahead and click photo, and then click choose up to 10 photos, and you're going to select your 2. I'm going to do one by one, because I don't need them to get confused. I'm going to click another one, and open it as well. And they're going to be right there next to each other, so I'm going to click and drag it so they'll be side by side. And I'm going to go testing, GIF tutorial, recording right now. And a happy face. And that's it. Video. And then we're going to go GIF tutorial, Tumblr, GIF, the 100. Add your tags. Murphy, we'll go Clark, RKE, Griffin, John Murphy, or Murphy, MURPHY. Spelled that wrong. John Murphy. I can't type while I'm talking. And coffee, because you gotta put that there too if you ship them. And click post, and you're gonna go ahead and let it load and go to your Tumblr. And of course, let it reload. Sorry, other people's things are here. I'm so sorry. I'm just reloading my Tumblr, and hopefully my GIF will be at the top because I just posted it. But my Tumblr is not. So this is what it looks like, and as you can see, my GIFs are at 1.22 m. So you can kind of hover around that range and see how it plays. It seems to play smoothly and nicely. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this tutorial. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. So sorry if it's very long and a bit out of craziness. As I said, I wasn't going to edit it or pause much. I only paused once. Or was it twice when my brother came in? But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys liked this tutorial. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I hope to have more for you soon. Bye guys.